We're Ryan and Abby, and this is Lost Among Locals. When our big year-long Europe trip got canceled due to the COVID, we decided to take our little Hyundai Carmen and head out west across the vast United States. We're about halfway through our journey. We still got a long ways to go. So follow along with us, if you like following around two crazy people who don't know where they're going and don't know what they're doing. This is the place for you.
Hey guys,
I'm Abby, this is Ryan. Welcome to Lost Among Locals. Today, almost fell. Today we are coming at you from the beautiful Lake Tahoe.
Yep.
But holy moly is it busy.
It is packed today.
Yeah, it's Sunday here, and also apparently the PGA Tour is in town.
Yes. So
who knew? So there's lots of people, and there's lots of people at the lake. So to get a parking spot took like 30 minutes. People are just parked all along the road, all the way up and down this place. And then, so we couldn't really get in a parking lot or on the real trail, so we're parked on the side of the road. And to avoid maybe going where literally everybody else is, we're following this little girl down what is not a trail.
Just kind of bushwhacking our way through.
It's clear enough, and we figured it'll end at the water somewhere, so let's go!
Let's go.
So this poor local girl was telling us that it really kind of stinks because, we're part of the problem. But she's like, you live at this beautiful place, but you can't even come to the lake on the weekend because it's always like this. I'm like, yeah, that actually does kind of stink. Sorry. Okay, after about 15 minutes, we finally sort of found some semblance of a trail. Maybe that's why this place is a secret. It's not a secret.
Nope, everybody's coming from down to the left down.
Once again, per our usual, we've gotten ourselves into a situation that's going to stink when we have to come back up. Like real bad.
Hey, people. We must be going in some semblance of the right direction. Perhaps. Maybe we're going the right way. Starting to see some people.
Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. Wow.
Doesn't matter.
So the hardest part of this whole thing is deciding where you want to park yourself, because the whole thing is just beautiful. Look how sparkly it is.
Abby's getting on that rock out there.
water. The water's cold and fresh and so stinking clear.
Yeah.
And
It felt good.
we've just been hanging out here on these rocks for like hours.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. But now we're getting hungry. And a friend of ours, maybe you guys remember him from the last video, Mr. Martel. Him and Mel are a couple of days ahead of us at this point. And they recommended that we go to a local restaurant, Mexican restaurant called Caliente.
I think so, yeah.
They even gave us the food that we have to get, and apparently it is amazing. He said we absolutely could not leave this area without eating this food. You ready for some caliente?
Caliente.
You are caliente. That's hot. That's hot. So as we leave this glorious paradise, I'm reminded that we came all the way downhill to get here on not a trail.
Yeah.
So now we get to find our way all the way back up to the car on not a trail.
Yeah.
Which is fun, guys. So we did decide to at least go back up the actual trail this time. It doesn't lead to our car, so we'll have to walk down the highway once we get up there, but
Long ways.
it is at least, you know, kind of a trail. And I don't know, maybe better, I don't know.
A long way to drive, so it's gonna be.
Are you tired?
Yeah,
Whew,
I am.
my heart's racing.
Yeah, mine's pounding.
Gonna get a taco. Gonna get a taco when I get to the top. Gonna get 2 tacos, or 4 tacos, and maybe a guilty pleasure, Dr. Pepper. Y'all, working from a taco. Still like a long ways to go. I thought we were there, like almost there, because I saw a ridge, and then we got like closer to the top of that ridge, and I realized there's a whole nother ridge up at the way top. Ridiculous. So far, we've come up that. Just a little way left to go. And we're hoping that we somehow came up the trail in sort of the right spot to get to our car, but we're not really sure. Whew. That was pretty awful. Thank goodness it was short. And we did it! There she is! Oh, Carmen, you beautiful creature who drives me places and doesn't make me hike. I love you, girl. Okay, so unfortunately, the restaurant that was recommended to us was booked up because of social distancing. They only had part of their...
Just the patio areas. Everything else, the whole restaurant was closed down, so...
Yeah, so there's only 3 or 4 tables open on the patio, and it's going to be over an hour wait.
Yeah.
And we're already kind of like super hungry.
On the verge of hangry?
Yeah, Ryan's on the verge of hangry, so we don't want that to happen because that's the only time in life that he's not happy. He gets scary. So we found another place. We had cheap Mexican on the brain, and so we found this place called Lupita's. It was a little bit back towards Carson City, about 10 minutes, and it looks like it's gonna be awesome. It smells amazing, and so we're excited. I have no idea what this thing is. Apparently it's a slingshot. It looks like a 3-wheeled Batmobile, and apparently you can rent them here at Tahoe to drive around. Yeah, it's a Batmobile. So I must have either gotten really zapped or burnt a little, or that hike back out just wore me out because I'm about to fall asleep on the table before my food even gets here. I keep like closing my eyes and dropping my head. I might not make it through dinner.
How's it going over there, my love?
It's going all right, except for we ran out of chips and our drinks are empty.
He's hangry. Yeah. We've had really bad luck the last few days.
The past few days
Service in our restaurants has been really bad.
It's been terrible. It's like we've been stuck in the corner every time
Yeah.
and just ignored.
Yeah. We must just have like ignore us painted on our forehead or something.
Yeah.
Because it happened last night and it's happening again tonight. So
our waitress did just come. She said that they had a whole bunch of takeout orders, so she went to get us some stuff now. We all did. We're gonna be okay. Hey, I've been a waitress. It's a hard job. I get it. Some days you just can't keep up. I'm gonna go with the street taco first. Hot like spicy hot or hot like hot?
Some warm.
What is it about a pork taco?
We just like pork.
Worth the wait. Really good. Unlike last night was not worth the wait. Ended up being glad we didn't film because I don't like to say negative things and we didn't have anything nice to say at the end of dinner. So I was glad we didn't film. But tonight, this is pretty dang good. So the tortillas here are homemade. It says so on the menu, but also I saw a little lady out back making them under like a covered area outside. They were cutting all the vegetables and making tortillas, and these are the jam.
They're pretty good.
They're soft, they're fluffy, and yeah, these are really good. Oh my goodness. Now I'm really gonna have a hard time staying awake to make it back to our hotel.
Yeah.
Cause I'm so tired.
And full.
And now my belly's full. And so I'm gonna say my good nights now. We're going back to Lake Tahoe tomorrow, so we'll talk about it some more then. Good morning, people.
Good morning, guys.
It's not really morning anymore. It's almost noon, but we didn't get up and around like we thought we would this morning. So we're at Lake Tahoe again today. We're on the south side of the lake today instead of the north like yesterday. But there are just as many people, even on a Monday. We have driven up and down this scenic road. How many times?
Too many.
I don't know, too many times looking for a place to park, looking for the trailhead, etc., etc. So we were trying to make it down to Emerald Bay today, which you have to park at the Eagle Campground or at D.L. Bliss State Park, and you have to take the Rubicon Trail down to get to the beach. So that is what we're doing. We are now hiking our way through the campground to get to the trailhead for the Rubicon Trail. So hopefully once we get down to the water, the day will be perfect again. It didn't start off so great, but we're gonna make the best of it. Guys, this day's gone so wrong, it's almost just funny. Like, the trail the park ranger sent us down was not the Rubicon, and it was not to the beach that we thought we were going to. But she said that was the only beach access. So it was this little tiny swath of beach, like 10 foot wide, with really like kind of ugly surroundings, if this area could be ugly. And there was like 50 people on it. So definitely not what we had in mind, not where we thought we were going. So we're gonna turn around now and try again, round 2. Okay guys, we decided to go ahead and take the Rubicon Trail. It's probably gonna kick our butts, but I mean, What a way to have your butt kicked.
So the Rubicon Trail starts at, I think it was an Eagle, what was it called?
Eagle Point Campground.
Eagle Point Campground, and it goes all the way around the bay pretty much and ends at the Bliss.
Which is a different state park.
So this whole thing is a big, huge trail. There's a couple little trails that go down into like beach areas or to a pier and stuff like that. There's an old, was it a Viking manor that somebody built, like a remake?
This lady said that this area reminded her of a fjord in Norway.
And so she built, and she actually went to Norway and got antique stuff and had people build things for her here where she couldn't find things she wanted, all to make her house feel like a Viking house.
That was in 1929.
So that's on this trail, and so it's from Eagles Point, it's about, or campground, it's about 1.5 miles to the Viking Psalm, or whatever you say it. And then after that, what did it say,
about 2.7 miles to another boat ramp, about 2 miles to the swimming area. It is a pretty sharp descent, but it's a beautifully manicured trail. Like it's not paved, but it's like sand the whole way, like dirt, and really easy. I probably will change my mind on the way back up because it is a sharp descent. So, but we only have to go about 2 miles, so shouldn't be any big deal at this point in the game, hopefully. And moral of the story, don't try to take a shortcut to get to the beach easier or faster, because you will just get to a crummy beach. And then you will have to go all the way back and take the original trail you should have taken in the first place. So just don't be lazy and just take the original in the first place. Save yourself some time and effort and probably an argument. And give yourself these views instead. That's Fannet Island right out there. And I guess there's a little like tea house up at the top. A little bit of tidbit that we read this morning. There's Fannet Island, which is out in the middle of this cove at Emerald Bay. And apparently there was like an old hermit who lived here in the early 1900s, and he almost died on the water one day, so he decided to make himself like a burial chamber out on the island. And so he built it and was going to be buried there. He was kind of like the caretaker of this area or something, of like a, I don't know, inn or something that was around here. Well, then his dinghy got lost in the lake at one point, and they never found his body. So he didn't even get to get buried in his little inn that he built on his little island in the bay. Isn't that sad? Super sad. But apparently now you can paddle out to the island and have tea, because there's a tea house out there. We found a little spot off the trail, just right off the trail, next to the water. We're going to stop and take a little dip. We found a little swimming area. We're going to try to get over there.
freezing. Whew, that sun
Feels so good.
feels so good.
Wow.
So good. Oh my goodness.
The water is refreshing. It's cold. It is real cold.
It's cold, but
and you do get used to it, but
yeah. Oh, but it's glorious.
Yes.
It's just so beautiful.
just look at that.
I mean,
This feels like home, but like on steroids.
yeah,
Like it looks like Arkansas, but bigger.
yeah.
Well, the trees are different, but
It's just beautiful. The water,
so clear.
Lake Tahoe water is just so clear, and I mean, it looks like the Caribbean, but you're in a spruce forest. Like, it's just amazing. In fact, don't they call it like the Alpine Caribbean or something?
Maybe,
Yeah. I can't imagine what it looks like when it's got snow covering the
Oh
ground.
my
Like,
goodness.
it'd be so beautiful. But yeah, that's pretty amazing. So we made it out. It wasn't that bad, actually.
Yeah, we didn't go all the way, but yeah.
What do you mean?
I mean, we didn't go all the way to the Viking.
Oh,
house.
yeah. We decided not to go because it was closed and you could really just look at the outside. So we didn't really feel like paying for that. But, I mean, from that point on, it was flat anyway. It wasn't like...
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
I just meant the descent back up wasn't
Yeah,
that
the
bad.
descent back up was not bad
Wasn't
at all.
as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, wahoo. Either I'm getting slightly in better shape or it just wasn't that bad.
And we still got to hike up,
Yep, we
Out
still
of
got
the
to get
camp.
to the car, though.
so